Welcome to CG News. My name is David Birchfield. Thanks to our new anchor, Jazzy Panini, we have an upcoming segment to our news called Most Likely To. It will hopefully be ready in the next week or so. Elementary picture retakes and high school volleyball quad is at Solomon on the 4th. Junior varsity is at 4, varsity is at 6. At 4 p.m., junior-senior high cross country in Bethany is hosted by Gossel. It is at 6 p.m., and we have a junior high football game and a volleyball game versus Harrington on the 6th. 5th grade visits Starbase and Salina on the 7th. At 7 a.m., FFA is hosting Pancake Feed at the high school on the 8th. In international news, Venezuelans have been reported seeing a floating bagel flying across the city. They are consequently sent into a rehabilitation center. Our FFA has hosted the Green Hand Conference in Wichita. We will cut to Sage Taves, Miss Ashley Austin, and Isa Marston to talk about the conference and how it went. Ciao.
So last week we had our annual chapters judging contest. So how did that work?
Yeah, so we had the second annual Eagle Classic, and with Green Hand Conference being that same week, I know you as a chapter member can agree, it was kind of a crazy week.
Yeah.
We're super thankful for Kane Austin at HCC for all his hard work to help us put that contest on, because without him, it would have put our chapter under a lot of stress, and Miss Austin, that would have been a lot for her to help with, because she's been an amazing district advisor as far as Green Hand and all of that goes.
Right.
So Kane's help was really, really much appreciated. And then Jason Isom kind of spearhead that project of the Eagle Classic. That's kind of one of their main jobs.
Right.
Having that interest in livestock judging, obviously it's a good fit for them. And they did a really, really good job leading up to that week. I know a lot of ag teachers were super happy with that contest, and coaches from colleges, we heard a lot of good reviews, and it was a really good fundraiser for our chapter. So overall, a week with two really large events like that, I think the chapter handled it super well.
The Pancake Feast coming up, can you tell us a little bit about how that's going to go down?
Yeah, so October 8th, we will host our annual Pancake Feed, which is obviously an event that FBLA used to do, and then with that transition to FBLA to FFA, that's something we took over, and we know that's an event that's kind of looked forward to in the community, so it's something we're really happy to be able to do. Chapter members have already begun selling tickets, so if you haven't got your tickets, surely you know a chapter member who can get those to you, and if not, we have our Facebook page, Canton-Galva FFA, where there's a post about those tickets on there as well. And chapter members have begun filling out work slots and signing up to bring things, and we've been calling for silent auction items and some of the donations that we require to put that event on. So it's all falling together really nicely, and we're really excited for that event.
So, tell us, how did the Green Hand Conference go?
It went really well. So this is an event where we actually have 800 freshman members, and this is their first FFA event of the year. And we are considered the South Central District. There's 7 districts in Kansas, and we are the largest in numbers. So just to show you how much we've grown, last year we had 600 at this event, and we thought, oh, that's a whopping number. We thought this year would actually taper off to about 500. We assumed that last year was so large because of extra COVID numbers. So we had over 800 students that were there. They went through different sessions, so they worked with MKC and talked about how we use drones in agriculture. They did service learning projects. They talked about their leadership styles. They learned about ag education, different CDEs like meats judging and livestock judging and agronomy. They did one with WSU on vet tech. They also took a Green Hand knowledge test. So, like, do you know as a Green Hand who wrote the creed? What are the official colors of National FFA? So we were really excited. The officer team did a knockout job with opening ceremonies, and they had a great keynote speaker.
And welcome back. You know what time it is. We got sports. Today we're going to start off with the junior high sports. Junior high volleyball. They started off not that bad. Split with Peabody Burns in the 18 game. Fell to the Lady Warriors. But B team got the win, so we're happy for what they did. Junior high football came back from a gutsy win against Peabody Burns, 42-38. We thought maybe the Warriors would take over in that third quarter, but our Eagles really pushed back in that fourth, and now they're up to 4-1 record. This week, the junior high wraps up their home season games against Harrington, and volleyball adds Elyria Christian to their triangular. So Harrington and Elyria Christian will be coming down for volleyball, and we will see Harrington playing the junior high football. So we're going to move on to high school football. Last Friday, high school football, they played Norwich Eagles. So this is about 2 Fridays ago, and really saw them play really well. Canton-Galva started off really strong with a touchdown by Jet Vincent, and the running game was very on point for the Eagles. They started off with a good lead. The game actually went past halftime, which is something that you don't see often. But in 2 quick drives, the Eagles really scored, made the game 48-0. Moving on, this last week on Friday, we had homecoming week, baby, and it was a lot of energy. A lot of people were in the stands. Bleachers were stacked. People from all over. It was a game to see. But the Eagles started off strong. They had 3 and out on defense, and then the first play of the game, Casey Mastery with a touchdown, really put the Eagles up 6. But the play of the game was probably one of the best of all time, as we saw Jet Vincent break the 8-man interception record and tie all-class record in interceptions. The Eagles finished the game 56-0, and will play Central Christian this Friday at 7 p.m. So we're excited to see what the Eagles can do. 5-0. Can't wait to see. Hopefully they keep going. So last week we had the Norwich Eagles had less players for their JV game for our JV football for Canton-Galva. So there's a really question, who is the JV going to play? Well, that question was answered as we played our rivals, the Mountain Ridge Wildcats. Coach Hoppus made it a huge game for us. Even though it wasn't a varsity level, the JV had to be ready to go, and we had to play really hard. This is a huge rivalry game, of course, between us two teams, Mountain Ridge and Canton-Galva. Always have our rivalry through ever since I was probably a little kid. Canton-Galva came out with a huge win, 52-20, with some amazing plays, big hits, and a lot of energy from some of the varsity guys. And we had fun out there. I know a lot of guys were celebrating. It was a pretty good day for the Eagles. And what a week for us as we watched Jet and the junior varsity finally finish out their last games. And we're excited to go see how we're going to go on against Central Christian. And 2 more games are up left against Beloit and St. John, as well as our senior night against Rural Vista. So we're going to move on finally to high school volleyball. So this is a huge game. On Tuesday, they played against Solomon away. JV split sets 1-1. In the varsity matchup, the Eagles played 3 to 5 sets since they have missed so many games away from Solomon, and they came out with a huge win, won in all 3 sets to beat Solomon on the road. On Saturday, the Eagles hosted their Volleyball Classic Invitational at home in Canton-Galva. They unfortunately finished 8th, but tomorrow the varsity will play Wakefield and Rural Vista, and the JV will also play Rural Vista as well at Solomon. So here, Isa Marston, keeping up with your sports. See you next time.
Who was the president of the U.S. from 1953 to 1961?
Birchfield.
And give me a legitimate.
Who knows? Presidents aren't even real. Tell me a sad story.
So my phone got taken away. Boo-hoo.
What else?
I don't know.
Yes, you can. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Red. For sure, definitely red.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's you. Come here, boy.
What? All right, I feel uncomfortable.
Excellent insight. Thank you, Jordan Frozen. I'm going to get punched in the face if I say that again. I'm terrified of Jordan. I mean, have you seen her spike a volleyball? Holy crap.
Dude, that thing goes like 100 miles an hour.
Exactly. Oh god, she's coming. Act natural. How many? Could you hold this real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.